Hi friends, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to math today. Today for math, you will need your Envision workbook, a pencil, and that's it. We'll turn to page 67 when you get your math book. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, welcome back friends. Today for math, our learning target says, I can use math to explain what I know about counting. There's a lot of words in our learning target today. So what we're going to do is show how we know how to count to our number 5 and other numbers within 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, using our strategies that we've been practicing, like marking out while we count, okay? So we're gonna turn to page 67 first. This is our solve and share. And today's math lesson is gonna be pretty quick because you are just showing what you know and have learned from numbers 0 through 5 about counting, okay? So on our solve and share, it says that Alex needs to count the group of shapes on this page. First of all, what shape do you see? Circles. Very good. Notice that our circles have 0 straight lines. So we say that circles have 0 sides to them. It says that Alex needs to count the shapes, but how can we count those? What do we do to count how many there are? Well, one way we just said was counting and marking out. So let's take our pencils and count and mark out as we go across the row. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many circles does Alex have? 5. Very good. Let's write the number 5 on the line. Okay. Another strategy that we can use is using objects to help us count. So in our other lesson, we used some Unifix cubes to help us count and show that we know our numbers 1 through 5, and we know how they get bigger when we count and keep counting to a larger number. So another way that we could do this is by using objects to count how many circles there are. And what I mean by that is we would put one object on each circle and count as we do it. So we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, running out of fingers here, and 5. So I counted 1 cube in each circle. That helps me count again to that same number to tell that Alex has 5 circles. What's another strategy that we've learned when we're counting? What did we do with the flowers? We colored them in. So another strategy that you could use to explain how we know there are 5 circles is by coloring in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 circles to show you know that's how many there are. Good job, friends. Kiss your brains. Like I said, this is a zippity quick lesson today because we're just explaining what we know. Okay, we're going to flip to the back. And we're on page 68 now. And 68 has 2 practice problems. It says it wants us to think and use our brains to figure out how we can count the number of birds. We know we count in order, and the strategy we've been practicing is counting and marking out. So let's count and mark out our bluebirds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. Now let's trace our 4 to show we know there are 4. Down and over and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. Good. All right. Now let's count the red birds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. There are 3 red birds. So we're going to write a 3 around the tree, around the tree. That's the way to make a 3. Good. And what strategy did we use here? Counting and marking out. The reason we mark out is so that we know we didn't skip any, and we also didn't count too many. We know which ones we've counted. All right, good job, friends. Go ahead and flip to page 69. This is your independent practice page that you are going to do on your own and post to your teacher's Google Classroom, okay? What you're going to do, there are lots of different words down here in different directions. What I want your brain to be thinking about is counting, how you know to count and mark out. That's what you're going to do. Your strategy you're going to use is counting and marking out and writing your matching number, okay? Let's just do the first one together just to practice, and then you guys can do the rest on your own and post it to your teacher's Google Classroom. So we want to know how many leaves there are, right? We can touch and count, but as learning mathematicians in kindergarten, we've been practicing our marking out with our pencil. So let's start on the left side and go in order and count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we know there are 5, so we always write that matching number to show how many there are. Okay? Go ahead and do the rest of these problems on this side on your own. We are not going to do the back of it. So the leaf page is what you will post to your teacher's Google Classroom. Keep up the great work, friends, and I'll see you again tomorrow for math.